Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning, students. Today we will start chapter number 3, Animals Everywhere. Before starting the chapter, we will read and learn new words. First, HAB, Hab, IETAT, tat, habitat, means रहने का स्थान. Second, SPI, spy, ray, CLE, spherical, means सांस लेने का छिद्र. Third, my, CRO, crow, OR, or, GAN, gun, ISMS, is microorganisms, means सूक्ष्म जीव. Fourth, a, MOE, me, BA, बा, अमीबा, means एक सेल से बना हुआ जंतु. Fifth, PARA, पैरा, ME, में, CIUM, सियम, पैरामेसियम, means एक सेल से बना हुआ जंतु. Sixth, CRAWL, crawl, ING, crawling, means रेंगना. Seventh, FLIP, flip, PERS, purse, flippers, means हिलने वाला अंग. Eighth, my, GRA, grey, TION, शन, migration, means स्थानांतरण. Ninth, SIG, sig, NIF, nif, CANT, quaint, significant, means महत्वपूर्ण. Tenth, ZOO, zoo, LOGIST, logist, zoologist, means जीव विज्ञानी.
Chapter 3, Animals Everywhere. You will learn animals and their habitat, breathing in animals, feeding in animals, movements in animals, migration in animals, animals and their habitats. Animals are found everywhere on the earth. They can be seen in all kinds of environment. The animal kingdom is very large, which includes variety of animals, big and small, animals found on land, water, and air. Animals play a significant role in our life. They are our natural resources. We should protect them and see that they are not harmed. They need our love and care. The place where animals live is called habitat. A habitat is a big community for animals, just as cities and towns for us. Different regions in nature are habitats for animals. Most animals are habitual of living in one or two habitats. It is very interesting to note that a saltwater fish cannot live in a freshwater lake. Similarly, a polar bear cannot live in desert. Animals have special body parts that are suitable for them to survive in their habitat. Let us know more about these features of animals. Do you know? A scientist who studies animals is called zoologist. The branch of science that deals with study of animals is called zoology. Breathing in animals. Animals breathe to get oxygen from their surroundings. Animals living in water absorb oxygen from water. Animals living on land get the supply of oxygen from the air. Oxygen changes the food into usable form for the body and release energy. Animals use this energy for various activities. Breathing organs in animals. All animals have special organs for breathing, which they use to exchange the gases necessary for their life function. Different animals have different organs for breathing. Let us know more about them. Skin and body surface. Some animals breathe by exchanging gas through the surface of their body. Even very small animals or microorganisms such as amoeba and paramecium breathe through their body surface. Gills. Animals living in water use gills to breathe. Gills are breathing organs that are full of blood vessels. Fish, tadpoles, baby frog, oysters, prawns and crabs breathe through gills. During breathing, fish takes in water through its mouth and passes it to the gill slit. As water passes over the gills, the oxygen dissolved in water is absorbed by the blood vessels into the blood. Lungs. Animals living on land breathe through lungs. Birds, reptiles and mammals breathe through lungs. The lung is made of muscle tissues. Human beings breathe through nose. The air enters from nose to the lungs through the windpipe, where oxygen is absorbed in the bloodstream. After the air reaches the lungs, there is an exchange of gases between air and blood. Spiracles. Insects such as grasshopper, cockroach, and housefly breathe with the help of series of small holes. These are called spiracles. They are present along the side of the body. Air enters the body of insects and goes out of these spiracles. Do you know, whales and dolphins live in water, but they breathe through lungs because they are mammals. Feeding in animals. All animals need food to grow, get energy, and remain healthy. Animals eat different types of food and have different types of feeding organs. They are grouped into 3 categories on the basis of the types of food they eat. Herbivores. Animals that eat plants and plant product are called herbivorous animals. Cows, giraffes, goat, etc. are some of the examples of herbivorous animals. They have sharp front teeth for biting and strong broad teeth for chewing. Carnivores. Animals that eat flesh of other animals like lion, tiger, cat, vultures, etc. are called carnivorous animals. They have sharp pointed and curved teeth for tearing flesh. They have sharp grinding teeth as well to chew the flesh and bones. Some carnivores have sharp, strong and hooked beaks and claws to catch their prey and tear flesh, such as eagles, vultures. Omnivores. Animals that eat plants as well as flesh of other animals are called omnivorous animals. For example, crow, bear, and human beings. They have strong grinding teeth for chewing flesh and bones. Fill in the blanks. Movement in animals. Animals can move in different ways from one place to another in search of food, water, and shelter. They also move to escape or protect themselves from their enemies. Some animals move to build their nests to protect themselves from bad weather. Different animals have different types of body organs for movement suited to their habitat. Organs of movement. Limbs. Most land animals move with the help of their forelimbs. The 2 limbs in front are called forelimbs. The 2 at the back are known as hind limbs. Human beings use their legs or hind limbs to move. Some animals use all 4 limbs to walk, run, or jump. Lizards and crocodiles use all the 4 limbs for crawling. Snakes do not have legs. They crawl on land with the help of their scales. They have scales or plates on the underside of their body, which are attached to their ribs. When they move, the plates act like feet and the ribs act like legs. Insects also move using their legs. They have 6 legs. Cockroaches and ants move by crawling, using their legs. Grasshoppers use only hind legs. Some water insects use their legs as oars for swimming in water. Fins and flippers. Animals living in water have fins, webbed feet, and paddle-like limbs for movement. Fish swim with the help of fins. Frogs on land use their hind legs to jump, and when in water, swim with webbed toes. Tortoise uses 4 paddle-like limbs to push water. Penguins use 2 forelimbs as flippers to push water forward. Wings and feathers. Bird flying. Birds have wings, which help them in flying. The forelimbs of birds are converted into wings, which have feathers. Insect flying. Some insects have 1 or 2 pairs of wings for flying, for example, butterfly. The wings are different from those of birds, as they have no feathers. Do you know? Some birds are not able to fly because their wings are too weak for flying. Their body weight is very heavy. For example, kiwi, ostrich, emu, and rhea. These birds are called flightless birds. Migration in animals. Migration in animals is a regular seasonal movement. It is a short-lived movement of animals to protect themselves from harsh weather conditions. This movement is for a short period of time. They travel long distances in a fixed time of the year to find better shelter, safe place, moderate weather condition, food, and environment. The time duration for these temporary trips differs from animal to animal. Some animals may repeat their trip several times in their lifetime. Every year, some animals go to a particular place at the same time of the year. They again come back to their local habitat when favorable conditions return, such as Siberian crane and many other migratory birds. The animals travel in groups through a definite route or may move separately. Some animals, insects, birds, marine mammals, and large herbivorous mammals show seasonal migration. Seasonal migration is a major factor in the life of many birds. The Arctic tern makes an annual round trip of thousands of kilometers from the Arctic breeding grounds to Antarctic seas. The tiny hummingbird completes 1,000 kilometers in 24-hour spring flight across the Gulf of Mexico. The Siberian crane nests in western Siberia and migrate to India during winter. The migratory route is more than 6,000 kilometers. Migration is a great mystery of science. In some cases, the reason for their migration and navigation is not clear. How do they find their way? Given below are some migratory birds that come to India in summers and winters. Do you know? One round trip of Pacific salmon fish takes the whole life of the animal. Let us revise. The place where animals live is called habitat. Animals have special body parts suitable for their habitat. All animals have special organs for breathing. Animals eat different types of food. Animals have different types of feeding organs. Animals have different types of body organs for movement suited to their habitat. Migration in animals is a regular movement.